Well, we're back. Sprinkle Hope, episode 9. Back like Derek's heroin addiction. We
Not his hairline.
No, that is back. Way back.
But it's Monday, August 10th. This is gonna come out on a Tuesday. Sorry, but
Recent.
yeah, we were kind of all busy weekend. I moved some of my shit back to Manhattan, so had some stuff to do down there. Some T's to cross and some dots to I. But we're back, and should be coming out on Mondays. I don't see any other reason why it wouldn't for the rest of the time. But yeah,
It is what it is. You'll get it when you get it, bitches.
and moving back to Manhattan, I was kind of down there, and our Wi-Fi got upgraded,
Oh, yeah. Let me upgrade.
which doesn't really affect this at all, but
How many people live there?
Four
Four?
4 people. So we had 300 megabyte download internet.
Really?
So that's good. But it got upgraded because of some reason. Like, it was the guy, one of my roommates, Judd, who handles it, was like, yeah, the best deal was like we have to pay like $10 an extra a month. And we're like,
What's
okay.
it get you?
Well, it goes from 300 to 1,000.
Jesus. H.
Definitely
Lord
worth
Murphy,
it.
definitely worth it.
And we get HBO Max.
Oh my.
So
And is it
I was
10
like, this is not a bad deal at all. Do this, yeah.
$10 per person or $10 overall?
overall.
Oh my.
You're telling me you
gosh.
spent an extra $250 for HBO Max and to triple your download speed?
I'm pretty sure we were paying $50 a month, and now we're paying $60. Or we're paying,
Jesus.
or the
Unbelievable.
most we're paying $70 bucks a month.
Per person?
No.
That's Manhattan, man.
I'm getting railed then. I got like fucking
yeah.
20 download speed and I pay 60.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys get like 50, and you pay like $100.
Yeah.
What in the fucking hell
It's
is
Location.
just
this?
man.
supply and demand how it works. Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, and like AT&T and Cox are better about it than like the small internet companies that know
I
they
have
can.
AT&T and they're bitches.
We can't get anyone but who we have out
Yeah,
where we live.
we have CenturyLink. My parents have CenturyLink, and they advertise 10 or 15 or 20, and we get like about 3 on average.
Yeah.
That's pretty realistic.
It's
When I
terrible.
was updating fucking Siege last night, though, my shit was running at like 50.
Really?
Like 50 megabytes, which normally it runs at like 15. So I was like, oh, let's go.
I needed like every single game on my Xbox, which is like probably like 25, needed an update. And I went down to Manhattan, and in less than an hour, they were all updated.
That's the most incredible
bet.
thing I've ever heard.
It was nuts. I was like it shows you how fast it's going. It was like hitting about 350 at a time.
Oh my god.
My
It was a
shit.
43 gigabyte update for Call of Duty, and it took like 7 minutes.
No, it didn't.
Sort of, God.
Dude, I'm
Oh
absolutely
my
I'm
gosh.
absolutely thrilled when I'm getting 16. Like, honestly.
That's
When I'm doing a
ins-
game update.
Yeah. I just leave my shit on Tuesdays because that's when the updates come out. So, like, I just leave
Yeah.
it on, and then when I'm home, it's done.
Oh, it
Dude,
was-
I know I haven't played COD in probably 5 weeks, so like I'm just gonna have to pick a couple days and let my shit go.
and I did a speed test on my computer, like my PC, but it's, to be fair, my Xbox and PC are like Ethernet. It's wired in, so it's not Wi-Fi. But I did a speed test, and my PC hit it's like 850 download was the max that it did.
That's
I was
just
like-
foolish.
I was by myself, but like my roommates, I think Blake was like, "Well, we're gonna need it with our having some more online classes." I was like, "It doesn't
Does he-
fucking
does he
matter.
understand?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'd be fine with 100, but I'll take this."
Oh, for sure.
I
For
can't-
$10 a month,
I
count
haven't
me
even
in.
I haven't even sniffed anything in that range of internet ever in my life.
I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
I haven't either.
Well, it's we have advertised like gigabit Ethernet, so like because our house is wired for fiber. So,
Oh, well,
But
there
you
you
don't
go.
have fiber.
no, we do.
No,
Okay.
there's no way that they have that without fiber.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Dude,
So you guys take good shits.
Yeah,
I will take that back. My shit in Emporia was pretty good. We had fiber, but it wasn't that good. Like, I never experienced a problem, and I didn't run tests on it, but I know it wasn't that good.
I have this app on my phone where you can like test the speed or whatever. And if I went to your house and it was hitting 350, the little dial would probably break, my phone would explode.
You know, and like I don't know if you guys do this, but you try and like watch a video on Twitter or something, and you're like, fuck, and you switch the Wi-Fi off real fast, and you go to
Mhm.
your like cellular.
Yeah, all the time.
It's like the opposite. Like, I'm like, I gotta get back home. Or like, if something won't load, I'll be like, auto load at home. That doesn't happen at my parents' house. I don't use my Wi-Fi button hasn't been clicked on since I've been at my parents' the whole time.
Yeah, no.
It's rough, but yeah. And moving back there, having that big ass computer, I think we should be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I want to say in the next 4 episodes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
thrilling.
hell
I'm
yeah.
so excited to be on Apple. I
And-
mean, that is the place for me. That's where I watch all my podcasts.
Me too.
Apple's kind of like up in the air. Spotify for sure. And then another thing I was worried about was like backloading all of the videos we already have on there, but with my internet speed down there,
Yeah, we'll get it
it'll
done
be
in like
fine.
6 seconds or something
Yeah,
like that.
it'll be crazy easy. But
Longer than Lane stayed on a bowl.
R.I.P.
Plus up.
He
Lane.
should have got up, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, little Gorge, don't be a puss.
He's not that frosty.
Can you imagine? I think bull riding is hilarious.
Here we go, making fun of dead celebrities already.
I think bull riding is hilarious. Not hilarious, but just like as humans, we were like, we're obviously the apex predator in the world. Let's just find
Yeah,
an
nukes
animal,
will do
piss
that.
it off, and get on its back.
Definitely.
That is pretty
I
awesome.
mean, like, it's insane to think that we're gonna ride this fucking pissed off animal for 8 seconds.
I think my favorite thing about humans is like that sheer fact that we're that smart. Like if you were to put us in an empty cage, or if we were just to be on Noah's Ark and like a motherfucker got hungry, we are not gonna be the last one standing. But you know, you
No,
give us
yeah.
all the resources in the world, and we will dominate this hoe.
That's because we have thumbs.
Yeah, that's,
It is. It's the opposable thumbs that really help.
it is true that we aren't. I guess we're not. Like in a cage match, we're getting wrecked by a lot of shit.
I mean, yeah, bear, lion, hippo, alligator, crocodile,
yeah, even like a lot of. I mean,
shark.
Right, but the thing
swarm
is,
of
if-
angry bees could probably kill me.
You can
Yeah.
you can put an AR-15 in front of me and in front of a lion. I'm winning. I can pick it up. He can't.
How?
Yeah.
But how close?
By the time,
No, I'm
how
saying-
close
I'm
are
saying
we?
ball. I'm
There's
saying
one
if-
in the middle, and you have to sprint. And
That's
get
what I'm
it.
saying.
No,
If
if
you're-
I have to sprint, I'm dead. I'm
That's what
saying
I'm
there's
saying.
one in front of him, one in front of me.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah,
well,
just pick up and
again.
boom.
How close is he?
He's probably not going for the AR-15.
Yeah, he's going for your throat, and like
Um,
if he's within 10 feet, you're dead. I don't give a fuck. But
10
if he,
feet's like not even that far at all. Like I'm saying,
But if we
10 yards.
if we go back to like the
10
back,
yards.
you think you can?
Yeah.
You know how stressful it would be
I
to
think
pick up an AR and
I
put
think
a
I'd
well-placed
fu-
shot on that thing
Yeah,
before
I'd-
it gets to your throat?
I'd
I'm-
fuck it up.
I'm not putting one. I'm fucking unloading.
I mean, naturally, but do you? I mean, Zach, 10 yards is that no, maybe a little farther than that wall.
That is not the wall. The wall.
I said it's a little farther,
Oh.
but it's the middle of there over there. You're staring a lion down. You think you can just pick this AR up clean and put off some well-placed shots on it to
Oh hell
stop
yeah!
it?
Confidence, life or death, baby. Fight or flight.
Wow, I'm almost bought into it. He's so confident.
I'd
Grab
pick,
it and you take a couple steps back. Get yourself. Boom. Done.
I'd pick it up and like not know how to switch the safety off or something, and I'd be dead in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but the thing is, the lion has one. What's he gonna
You
do?
think the
paw
lion's
at
gonna
it?
try to pick that thing up?
Yeah, I don't think the lion's gonna be
You're
like,
just gonna
gentlemen.
paw at it.
How are you gonna piss a lion off? If you,
All it has to do is
how
be
do they
hungry.
piss bulls off?
That rope that goes under them
They tie it
irritates
to their
them.
balls.
Really?
No, actually,
It like
no,
rubs
they're
them.
right. Yeah, the rope underneath that they tighten.
It irritates their bellies, and then they start bucking.
And they like get trained.
Also,
too.
have you ever had
Yeah, I
anyone
mean,
sit on
they're
you?
not just bulls that you go out and breed cows with.
Yeah,
by
no,
any
these
means.
are
Yeah, no.
these are they are bred to
They're
be
rodeo
bucking bulls.
Have you ever just had someone sit on you? That's true.
You don't really got to wrap anything under me or anything. If you fucking sit on me, this old boy will buck.
It's like me
Well,
when,
like
when
they're-
there was 8 people on top of me on Noah Hart's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trampoline.
That's scary.
The bulls get trained to try to kick the rope off that's tied underneath of them. I mean, that's what they're.
How do you? I wonder how the training process is. I want to watch that.
I don't know.
I got nothing for you.
Yeah. Who decided
You-
that
you've
8
emptied-
seconds was the time?
Yeah,
Who-
that's another
Who's
thing.
the first guy that like decided to ride a bull?
The first dude wrote it, and he's like,
He's like,
he
"Hi."
wrote it for like 7 seconds. They're like, all right, bet you can't do 8, and then he just couldn't. Is that like a I don't watch PBR, but like, is that like a common? Do people hit 8 seconds a lot?
No.
PBR, they do.
Really?
I mean, to a point.
Like their scoring is half of the bull and half the
Yeah,
person.
it depends a
Like,
lot on the bull you get too.
the bull has
really?
to. I mean, the bull has to buck. I
like
mean, that's
Bo,
what you
like
like.
Bodacious, world famous bull. Like 7 people rode him his whole career or some shit like that. I'll look
But
up the stat.
The deal with like bulls is, like even horses. Like you watch them. I heard a rodeo or a guy announce at a rodeo like a horse sometimes will buck in the front and not the back. Well, the horse is gonna get shit ass points for that because if he's not throwing his legs up in the back, then he's not gonna.
Oh,
Like,
that's fair.
It's easier to ride if he's just bucking in the front
Yeah.
because you're riding up.
So it's not just like luck of the draw where you get a horse who's just like nice, and then you're just
Yeah,
like
you
he
just
just
get
trots
shit
around, and you're
points.
like, "What's up, baby? World champ."
Negative, buddy.
No.
Negative.
Yeah, I guess that.
This is not how that works.
That'd be, oh, dude, That would be cool. Would you rather ride a bull or like a bronc, like a bucking
I
bronc?
think I'd rather go with a bull, honestly.
I think the bronc would freak me the
Don't
fuck
think
out.
it's
for
I think I would
saddles.
too.
Broncs are easier.
I mean, I'm not doubting that. I think I'd just be terrified.
I think I'll just stick to
You're
riding
telling me
a
a
bike.
bull?
I mean, yeah, but I don't. I'm not saying it's logical, Nick. But I'm saying between the two animals, I think I'd be more scared of the bronc. I don't know why.
I wouldn't.
No, I'd be more scared of the bull, but if I'm gonna ride one time, I'm riding the bull for the glory.
Okay, so
Like, yeah, I rode a bull.
Bodacious in his career had a 80% buck off rate in the Premier Series alone. That means 4 out of 5 people you ain't.
When I
riding
went to
that
the
thing.
PBR, it was pretty impressive how many actually you did ride, though. Like, I mean, I've never been to an actual, like, good rodeo. I mean, I went to NFR, but, like, it wasn't. I mean, people still got bucked off there, but the PBR, I mean, that's their fucking career.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying NFR isn't, but, like,
Is it like the Brazilians are like?
Oh,
they're like
ridiculous.
running the show right
All
now?
the best. Have been for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jess Lockhart's number one right now, but
What do you think like Ray Lewis in his prime's buck off rate would be?
With like who? Your skinny ass, or like Marshawn Lynch on him?
Maybe just a bull rider.
Or like Jess Lockhart.
Oh, you mean like on Ray Lewis?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is Ray Lewis gonna get
no,
his
not
hands?
him on the bull.
Oh, Ray Lewis on the bull.
No. Ray Lewis is the bull.
Yeah, and Jess on him.
Yes.
Jess is riding him like no
Does
tomorrow.
does Ray get to use his hands, or does he have to do this like a bull would?
You gotta do it like a bull would. He's probably not strong enough.
Jess is going 8 seconds.
Yeah, easily.
No
Jess
doubt.
is going
What do you
16
mean?
for lane.
Would you want to get on fucking Ray Lewis's back? What do you think you could ride like Ray Lewis for 8 seconds?
Oh, I don't think so.
Not a
does he-
snowball's
how-
chance.
How does he? But he would just like stand up and like fall on his
The
back.
deal is human. I mean, a bull's
Yeah, it's so
a
different.
human's gonna want to roll.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. A human's
And
gonna want to roll.
bulls are literally not like they do, but you don't see it like.
Yeah, it's not
you
purposely
see it
gonna lay
once
down.
every 100.
Isn't that
probably.
crazy?
I don't know what the statistic
Isn't that crazy?
is.
That thing could literally just take 2 steps out of the chute and lay on its
over.
side, lay on
You're
your
dead.
leg, snap your leg, and
Well,
he
you're not
wins.
dead, but yeah.
I mean, that's a
So
2,000
that's
pound
what I'm
animal
saying,
just
like,
laying on
even
you.
like
Shows how stupid they are.
And why we're at the top of the food chain. We think about that. We are so advanced that we ride animals that are, probably 10 times heavier than,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's fucking
than
stupid.
the average
Stupid.
male. Yeah.
We're dumb, but we do it for sport. We also strap pads on and smack the shit out of each other for money. It's
That's
fucking
true.
awesome.
And we pay lots to watch.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we do. We do pay the lots to watch, like
we also
500 million in
drive
10
cars
years.
we also drive cars 240 mile an hour around a racetrack in a circle.
That's true. Fuck. God,
Can you
we're
imagine,
cool.
like-
We're so cool.
Can you imagine an alien looking down on that? These fucking idiots.
These motherfuckers
Where are they
driving
going?
These driving in a
Motherfuckers don't know where they're going.
I think an alien looking down on baseball would be funny. Why are all of their hands huge on one side? Just confused as a motherfucker.
Those must be what they used to trap the birds.
Yeah, I think what would be the most confusing sport to an alien? Like we'll
Volleyball.
say like a hyper intelligent alien that's
Volleyball.
why?
I don't know.
Probably like a floor routine of gymnastics.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's good. Synchronized swimming.
Ooh.
Is this some kind of mating ritual? What is going on?
Yeah, it would have to be something that's like a performance would probably be the most
Yeah.
confusing.
Maybe figure skating. There's just a dude out there just flying around on ice.
Spinning
Who's
a bunch.
that? Who's that guy that plays? I don't know what team he plays for, but he was a speed skater in the 2014 Olympics. Now he plays outfield for a major league team.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Oh, look this up, somebody.
I'm gonna Google it. Speed. Do you think you could do it? I think if I would. We had kind of a similar conversation. I'm not gonna go all in on it, but me and Derek were having a chat the other night about just certain people running Olympic events and in the margin of like what the gap would be between like Usain Bolt and me running a 100-meter dash, and like
We determined that he couldn't beat us from 150 if we ran 100 mathematically, because at his best he ran like a 9.5, 9.6, 100.
Oh, he starts at 150. You start at 100.
So if you stretch him back and just say he takes 10 seconds, which if you stretch him back an extra 50, it's got to be 10 seconds, right?
Mhm.
You would think. That means I have to run 100 in 15 seconds. I mean, I could have done that in 6th grade, so I'm assume I can do that.
yeah, and
Like in my prime, definitely. Now, I mean, I haven't actually been on a dead sprint in God knows how long.
It was at Emporia when you ripped your hamstring.
Oh, no, that's not true. One time, me and some undisclosed people, we're running around Hoyt, and just like the good old days, we thought we saw a cop, so we thought it'd be fun to run again. And I did sprint.
Full dead sprint.
Dead sprint. Full out. Full tilt.
Damn.
That's the last time.
Full
And that would have
tilt
been
like
this spring.
That's a long time.
His name's Eddie.
Yeah, it's probably been 6 months.
Eddie Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez, really?
Mhm.
He's a skater.
Speed skater at
Speed
that.
skater. He is
For what country?
I think the USA. I don't know. It's a good point. Speed skating.
Well, I'm just saying a lot of baseball players aren't exactly from,
Yeah.
here. So
It doesn't
and his
say
last name's Alvarez, so it
right
makes
here what
sense
I'm
if-
saying. But in 2014, he won a silver medal.
Oh,
in
so he
the-
was good.
in the short track speed rating in Sochi.
In the Olympics?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now he is an infielder for the Marlins.
Like
I don't know why.
like minors or
No, I think that's why the story came out, because he just got called up and played his first major league game or something like that.
How about
That's
them
that's why I saw
Royals?
it.
4-game win streak.
no,
Oh,
she beat the
shit.
Twins who were
Yeah.
hot.
They were
Swept
10-2
them.
before
Yeah,
the
swept them.
series. What are the odds, you think, going in if 10-2 baseball team is up against a 3-10 baseball team? What are the odds that 3-10 team sweeps them? It's got to be just dirt low.
The sweeps, yeah, I don't
Sweep,
know.
yeah.
A sweep. The Royals were on a 8-game losing streak. They lost 2 consecutive series, been swept in both of them.
There's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many games
That'd be a
sweep is
question for
crazy,
Drew.
but baseball's
Crazy.
any team ever.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
right.
I mean? There's
But
just
I'm like, a sweep is extremely difficult, and one team that cold, one team that hot. That's really impressive.
I agree.
good time to turn it around.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit.
What's their record now?
7-10. Yeah, they were 3-10.
Yeah, they
going
won
in,
last night too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. That was just finished the sweep. They play the Reds on a 2-game. First game's tomorrow, then second game's Wednesday, and then they go back to see the Twins.
Mm.
Did you see that Royals tweeted, and it was like a picture of the stands, and it said attendance numbers for today, same number of losses we have in this series. I was like, God, it's really fucking sad that it just sucks that you can't go to shit.
I haven't not watched a baseball in Kauffman Stadium since probably 2012, at least one a summer. So,
I miss it.
What's your guys' thought on college football?
Got to play it.
That was one of my things.
Well, let's get to it then. We got to play.
Well,
No doubt.
I agree, but it's really not looking like we're gonna play.
I've been
agree.
seeing shit too. They get tested twice a week. They have great facilities, medical experts.
Not to mention, this is the lowest at-risk demographic and the healthiest of people in that demographic.
Literally.
The odds that an athlete dies are just absolutely minuscule.
Yeah.
If I told you right now 2 college athletes out of all male and women's sports die in all of Division I, is it worth it to play it?
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, I know this sounds selfish, but yeah. I mean, I would say yeah.
The issue that I have is I know high school is whatever, and kids trying to go to college and shit, but at the end of the day, if a kid doesn't get a scholarship to go play athletics in college, he can possibly still go for just school or whatnot. Some of these athletes, they're in college literally to go to pro, and if that
There is a select amount. Yeah, you're dead right.
if that second string linebacker last year didn't get a play, and this is his senior year to show hey, I need to be on the draft board, he wasn't going to be drafted, and then we just don't have sports. Well, Trevor Lawrence, he's top 5 pick.
Yeah, he's good, dude.
But that first going to be first string linebacker is
maybe
he's done.
Maybe
he
his
just
max
played-
out career is a NFL special teams player, but he can do that for 8 years and make a solid living.
It's gonna definitely nix some.
You're not going to get that opportunity.
Opportunities, yeah, for people. On Sunday they had a emergency meeting. Power 5 conferences.
And I mean, Trevor Lawrence made a
To
great
decide.
point in his tweets. A lot of these people are from some pretty rough backgrounds, and I don't know if you've seen Chicago lately, but sending them back to live in Chicago is probably more dangerous than COVID on their campus.
Yeah, no.
And by probably, I mean without a doubt.
It's an escape from their home life,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
Sports.
It's a lot of money too.
yeah,
For especially, just K-State.
mm-hmm.
How much fucking money football brings?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I was gonna say, and we can't act like the rest of the universe is not gonna be hurting without those dollars.
Well,
It's not like it's just hurting athletes.
Yeah, no, and I always hear an argument where, and I don't agree with this, but people are like, K-State puts too much money into sports in general, and let alone football. They should, put it towards like, and because I mean there are some like older buildings on campus and stuff, and I work for a company that brings in money and does all the donors and stuff, and my argument is, well, football brings in the most money, so we're going to make sure that they got everything they want and they need, and not to say that rowing's not important, but
at the end of the day,
lower on the totem pole.
At the end of the day, we have to quit acting like everything is equal, because it is not. They all have dollar signs. They all generate revenue, and the one that generates the most will get the biggest cut.
50,000 people at a rowing tournament.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen. I've never been to one, because who goes to rowing tournaments? No offense, I'm not saying you guys aren't great athletes, but for fuck's sake, there's not 50,000 people there every Saturday to watch you row.
Yeah, it's just
Great
how it
point,
is.
Nick.
It's the same deal with how much Patrick Mahomes gets paid.
Exactly.
He brings in money.
And
give
that's
him more
another
money.
thing. If I have to hear the argument ever again, like, well, we pay our baseball players and our football players $300 million to play the sport. Why can't we pay our teachers and military? Well, because not that you're not important. I'm not saying that, but it is a lot easier to teach than be Patrick fucking Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, not
Supply
Go
and
out there and hit
demand.
Supply and demand.
Go out there and hit a 12-6. I dare you.
Yeah.
Bubba Starling can't.
it's not even. I don't even. You can go away from skill too, because, I mean,
Go away from skill or go. What do you mean?
like I'm saying, yeah, it's a lot harder to be Patrick Mahomes than it is to be a teacher. I agree, but also at the end of the day, it's not even about his skill. It's about what he markets. No, no matter how good of a teacher you are, you're not bringing in.
Oh, you mean what
that
he's
much money
generating
for your
dollar
sport. Yeah.
dollar-wise? Absolutely. Patrick,
Like, just as far as an entertainment thing goes.
The Chiefs will make far more on Patrick Mahomes than they'll ever pay him. I mean,
even his jersey sales alone.
yeah.
You know how many kids are walking around with Patrick Mahomes jerseys right now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the
It's
sheer
grown adults.
the sheer interest.
That's what I'm saying. Just kids.
Yeah.
Like, how much comes out? And
I mean, fuck. Pat makes the NFL rich. Like that
Easily.
dude is a dollar producer.
Yeah, he's
all his
like,
endorsements, he makes all them fucking people rich.
No,
he's like we had a
he's a walking dollar sign.
Literally.
somebody high up in the Chiefs come talk to our sports marketing class.
I think you told me about that.
You told us
Yeah.
about this.
Well, on the podcast.
No, you told me.
I don't remember.
When,
we talked.
when
a lot.
was it?
It was last semester.
Yeah.
Last semester. Yeah. Anyway, they came in and said like they have X amount of like I don't know if they're box seats or like whatever you are to, I don't know, some type of like high membership club or whatever for the Chiefs, and they have to like fill those every season or to like make their nut or whatever, and he
What?
that's a saying. And he didn't. I guess like when Andy Reid came in, it helped it a lot. And he said when Patrick Mahomes came in, like they just revolutionized their whole fucking organization.
Yeah,
I can imagine. People want to watch winners.
People would literally pay whatever for those boxes.
Yeah.
And continue to pay whatever price for
Yeah,
them.
it's nuts. He said it went from like them having to,
Make people-
not really fight to fill them, but it was like they had to run like promotions and shit like that,
Yeah.
to the point where it's like
Yeah.
people
now,
are clawing to get them.
Now all they got to do is show up to the office. Those things are filled.
Now
Yeah.
there's a
probably a waiting list.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there's probably a
a
waiting
50,
list.
Now there's a big ass waiting list for it.
I don't know. He's
Crazy.
not my quarterback, but he's
He's a good one to have.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
10
stuck
out of
with
10,
Phillip
like it.
Rivers.
How is little Philip thinking? How do you think he's going to work
His little
out?
shrimp dick.
He's gonna win.
Gosh
We're
dang
gonna
it.
win a
Dang it.
very average amount of football games.
Gosh dang it, guys!
I agree
Good
with
job,
you.
guys.
You know
Another
who I'm
8-8
really
season.
I'm really sick of hearing about is the Baltimore Ravens.
Dude,
Yeah.
you fucking. I would love to just watch Derek and Colin Coward argue.
And I would argue right to his face.
But you
because this
respect
dude-
some of his points.
He's one of the.
He is just.
He's so one way or
He's
the other.
well, he's
He's an
really
idiot.
turning. He's really turning into like.
He's biased as fuck.
He
And
is
his-
so biased.
But I don't know if he really means it.
I don't think he does either. I don't think he
Like
does.
he's slowly turned into like.
a clickbait.
Yeah.
He's a clickbait artist, dude. At this point, the whole, like putting out the Baltimore Ravens going 16-0 and win the Super Bowl. Jump off the goddamn bridge. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's so stupid.
It is so.
It's so fucking
Like the
stupid.
Chiefs are on their schedule, and even if they beat him in the regular season, they're probably going to see him again in the postseason. I mean, Do you honestly think Pat Mahomes is losing twice to any team in the NFL? Because I don't.
It's not even. I don't even think it's that. It's like to call that
Yeah.
for any team
Any
ever
team
is
ever.
crazy. Let alone like Baltimore.
It's crazy
Good
when
team.
it happens, let alone to call it. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
He's gonna look like one smart motherfucker if it does happen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like everything. He looks like
Okay,
he
it's
looks
one-
like a genius when he's right, but when he's wrong, it just gets swept under the rug.
it's one thing to go 16-0, and it's one thing to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean, those are two, like, the Giants beat the Patriots for that matter.
that's the best football team I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. 2007 Patriots.
Yeah,
That's what
but
I'm
not
saying.
that day.
Mm-mm.
But Patriots are undefeated. They didn't win a Super Bowl. So
Yep.
you can't, like, it's. I can say the Chiefs are going to go 16-0. It doesn't mean they're going to win a Super
I mean,
Bowl.
the,
That-
the
that's
game
why
of-
you play the
game
game.
is of football is so fickle and so difficult. Like Eli Manning has 2 fucking Super
and
Bowls,
he's not good.
and Dan Marino has 0. Riddle me fucking that, okay? Riddle me fucking that.
Dan Marino. What was that? I saw a stat. Mahomes.
Eli has 2 and Peyton has 2.
Yeah, thank you. Eli and Peyton have the same amount. Peyton is
I'll talk about it.
easily the second best quarterback of his generation. You can make an argument for first. I wouldn't say he is, but you can make that argument. And probably one of the. He's got to be a top 6, 7 quarterback of all time, right?
Yeah.
Eli's probably not even top 20, 25, 30.
No.
I mean, even if Eli didn't have Super Bowls, they wouldn't even consider mentioning his name for a Hall of Famer. The only reason they do is he had 2 really incredible Super Bowls.
He's
Yeah.
got
And
some good
really,
defenses
really
back
incredible.
in.
Really
Super-
incredible Super Bowls. Some of the best Super Bowls I've ever seen. Also, I think
He's an average of a 150 yards a game, and in this Super Bowl he's selling for like 250.
yeah.
and
I mean, I don't know the stat lines. All I know is Eli is a career of mediocrity, except for a couple Sundays.
That's all it
In
takes.
February. Nice, Nick. I think one of the most underrated Super Bowls that people forget about, that is probably the best Super Bowl I've ever seen, was Cardinals versus the Steelers.
that was a damn good
2010.
Super Bowl.
2000,
Is that when James
2010.
Harrison
Sounds right. Yeah,
chug-a-lugged all the way
immaculate
down?
interception.
Larry
And then
Fitzgerald,
Larry
running
Fitzgerald's-
running right down the center of the field,
Yep.
looking at
And
then
Santonio Holmes catch in the back of the end zone. I mean, just
that-
play after
They put
play.
the catch
Mhm.
on Madden
Yeah.
cover, like
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was just the absolute best back and forth Super Bowl I've ever seen.
That was I remember I remember playing that Madden game, and it was really. I don't know why I specifically remember this, but I remember Eli Manning's face in that game was disgusting. It looked like he looked like a thumb. Like the graphics were so bad.
That's one thing I can't stand about the Mannings. God, that little whiny bitch face they got just makes me want to punch him right in the nose.
I had to do so we had to for some fucking video class I was in, we had to pick a video and then talk about the different shot angles and shit throughout the video. So I picked some video of Peyton and Eli going back to their high school and working out with the guys and telling them they were giving them money for the weight room or some shit. And just because I enjoyed the video, and so I did the whole thing. And then at the end on my PowerPoint, I was like, another point I want to make that's completely unrelated to the assignment is this is a picture of Peyton Manning when he was a child, and then this is a picture of him now. As you can see, his forehead is the same size. Everybody lost their fucking mind. They really are just. I love Peyton Manning, though. I think he's hilarious.
Oh, he is funny, man. He's got personality to him, no doubt about it.
Is he I guess the only thing I know that he does as far as entertainment is detail.
Do you guys?
Series.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Tony Romo as an announcer?
I love him.
I think that he's the.
Even after people
He's one of
people
my
started
favorite.
hating on him, everyone loved him off the jump, but then people started hating on him. I never got that.
No,
I loved him the whole time.
I think it's the way he breaks down the game.
well,
he's
people,
so fucking
he understands
smart.
It. He
People who
understands
don't
it.
know football don't like it because
Yeah.
it just sounds like mumbo jumbo. But if you know football, it's damn.
Yeah, I would agree.
That
Well,
makes
he
sense.
he calls every play
That's what I'm
before it
saying,
happens.
exactly.
It's just that's what's gonna. He's.
But I mean, that's
really
what I think
good.
Zach's right. If when you're watching a game, you know football, and you see a safety rule, he's calling that out. Well, the people that don't know football don't give a shit about that safety
Yeah.
rule down.
So it's 6-yard run. Now if we should have threw it downfield. No, you got to shorten the chains. But
Who's your favorite announcing duo? We'll say all time. Don't be a prisoner of the moment.
All time.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I really,
don't know.
in all, I really don't like announcers most of the time because I feel like
You guys like Chris Collinsworth?
I used to hate him. Now
Here's a guy. Wow.
I wouldn't say Chris has grown on me, but I wouldn't say I like him.
I just they piss me off because the stupid shit they say, but that's for the stupid listeners.
Nick's a
And-
huge fan of Booger, Monday Night Football.
Oh,
No,
don't even get
my
me
God.
started on that stupid. Like, I don't give a shit about what you think is best because I know better than you.
As
buddy.
bad as he is, I hate Joe Tessitore just as much. Like, go stick to calling boxing, dude.
Yeah.
He was terrible at Monday Night Football too.
Dude.
It's the worst duo I've ever seen.
What's his? There's a guy I can't think of.
Joe Buck,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
public enemy number one in these parts.
Literally.
Well, Madison Bumgarner. Now here's a guy
Well,
with a
okay.
cock so fucking big it'll poke you from another state.
See, that's the thing is, I don't like Joe Buck in baseball, but in football, I don't think he's a bad announcer.
I don't either, actually. But I have to hate him because of the World Series period. 2014 has done him in.
I mean,
Yeah.
we literally
And 15
won the
for that
World
matter.
Series.
Yeah, that's true.
We win the World Series. They're celebrating, and he's talking about how good the Mets are going to be the next year.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Give us 5 seconds.
I mean, it was really impressive that he could get anything out on the mic with, how far Madison was down his goddamn throat.
Yeah, that was.
Now, don't get me wrong. Madison Bumgarner turned in one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah.
he single-handedly won the Giants a World Series.
We were just-
But, I mean, do you have to slob on him every other inning? Come on.
I remember watching the series and being like, okay, we can win this game because he's not pitching.
Mhm.
And
Well, it
I
seems
saw him
like the
coming in-
motherfucker pitched every other inning.
Yeah. Well, I saw him coming in from the bullpen that game, and I was like, oh, we're fucked. I mean, he was just completely
He's a
untouchable.
robot, dude.
He was untouchable.
yeah, and he's not a bad hitter.
No, no, he's not.
Probably I think one of the best. Well, at that time, I think one of the best pitchers. Him or Paul.
fucking-
Bartolo.
Yeah, don't fucking sleep on Bartolo. man.
Bartolo's fucking got a.
What do you think
spoon
Bartolo's
stick.
doing right now? I bet
sitting
he's
on a yacht with fucking
You saw-
cocaine all over the place. Just
12 Coronas, a bunch of hot-ass models.
Oh yeah.
Didn't he retire?
Yeah.
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 He retired.
Well, he's
Actually,
72. It's about time.
I saw a picture of him actually on a boat.
Really?
Yeah.
They about had to wheel him out to the mound for his last appearance.
The crazy thing is, Bartolo might have been 5'4", 320 when he retired the game, but he was pumping 94.
No
Dude
shit.
could throw the baseball.
Yeah. He could swing it too if he got a hold of it.
He would take some daddy hacks.
Fuck. As a pitcher, why would you not take only daddy hacks?
Dude, coming back to that, have you ever seen that
I was
ESPN
just
clip
about to say it.
of the LSU kid where his coach asked him to go in there and hit?
Oh my
Yes.
Oh
that
my
is the
God, is that
funniest
not
shit
the
in the
funniest?
world.
He said, "I'll be honest with you, coach. I never hit in high school."
He
This
goes,
is after he hit
What?
He goes, "I mean, I took BP and I hit some bombs." And the funny thing is, he's such like a bro too. You could just tell.
Because didn't he ask him game time if he'd ever hit? And he was like, yeah, I
Yeah,
hit bombs.
I
And
hit
then he went up and hit a
seeds,
home
home
run.
run. Yeah.
And then told him
Well-
after, he's like, yeah, I never hit.
Well, his coach had him bat or whatever, and his coach told him, "Okay, just go up there and don't swing." Well, then they switch pitchers, and then they get together, and coach says, "You see that?" He's like, "Yeah, I think they're scared." And he's like, "Did you hit in high school?" He's like, "Yeah, I hit seeds."
I could see
he's
the
to-
beer in his eye.
he's totally
And
lying
then
to
he was
him.
like, his coach was like, "So you're telling me you lied to me in recruiting?
Yeah.
Like when I recruited, he goes, yeah, coach. I mean, I did."
That's such a prideful baseball player thing
yeah.
to say.
Good thing it worked out.
Yeah.
We'd have
No
never heard that
shit.
story.
I know. And his coach goes, "Thanks for lying to me."
So there was some recent homicidal activity near where we were shooting this.
Yeah, we had to go to the basement because we didn't want a stray bullet to catch me in the throat mid podcast. But I mean, just to really wrap it up for you, it's pretty simple. If you just take a left out of my driveway, and go about 20, 30 yards, and then take another left about 50 to 60, there was a homicide right there.
Local Valero.
Local
stray
Valero.
bullet.
Yeah, real nice guy that operated the place, but I
Yeah.
won't lie to you, the establishment's a little rundown. Been in there a time or two.
You just say you don't go in there when the sun is down.
No, I if it's past 8:30, I won't venture in
I
there.
just try to avoid going in there.
And it also it depends on the amount of cars out there. Like if there's one car, you stick the gun in the waistband, keep yourself safe, go get your phone charger, and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
Your $15 phone charger.
You know how many times I've came back from Hoyt and like I don't have a phone charger, and there's been times it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like,
Fuck.
if I fucking die to charge my fucking phone, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Did you hear that there was, speaking of that, there was shots fired today at the White House?
Is that right?
Seriously.
Yeah, like 2 hours ago.
What
I did
in
not
this?
hear
I
that.
didn't know that because I literally I was cooking dinner, so.
I'm reading about it. I just saw the headline. I was like, ooh, I'm going to talk about that. But there was a shooting outside the White House. It seems to be very well under control. I'd like to thank the Secret Service. I'm pretty sure the Secret Service shot somebody.
Huh.
Hey,
Fuck yeah.
don't fuck with the White House.
I mean, if you come across that fence, you can go ahead and just nail a sign to your forehead that says, "Please kill me," because you won't make it more than 3 steps.
Literally.
You are dead. Like, if there's one place you want to try to enter and die, it's the White House. You'd have a better chance breaking into Fort Knox and stealing some gold than breaking into the White House and killing Donald.
Oh, so it says Trump had been mid-sentence during the first attempt at a briefing when security came into the room and asked him to leave the area.
No shit.
Yeah, and they evacuated him apparently.
Well, I probably would too.
He
He's
probably
the
went to his
president.
I mean, they
safe
don't.
room.
Yeah, they don't take any precautions.
Do you know that they don't bring in, like, if they have a meeting with all, like, the cabinet members or whatever, or everybody in the White House, they don't, not every single one of them is there.
Yeah, they had to leave one in case everybody dies.
Yeah, no. There's a
Designated
It's
survivor.
like a contingency clause.
yeah. There's a chain of command. That's why at the what's it called? State of the Union every year, like one of the top 17 in the line.
That's a cabinet member.
Nick, you were watching that
Yeah.
show. What show was
It's
that?
called Designated
It's
Survivor.
called Designated Survivor.
Oh.
One,
It's actually like, I mean, it's obviously it's a TV show, but it's
one
pretty,
of,
I mean,
yeah, one in the chain of command has to stay behind for all
in case it like gets
purposes.
bombed or something.
Exactly. If it gets blown up, you got to have
Dies.
someone who assumes it.
pretty wild.
Do
how
you know
many-
Ben Carson is currently 7th in line of succession to
Is
the
he
president?
really?
It's pretty
Jesus.
wild.
Isn't that crazy? The
How many pointless members of a cabinet you have?
yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Nick. We need to cut the bureaucracy at the knees and quit wasting money. But the Secretary for Urban Housing and Development, that is the 7th position in
Are
line.
you fucking shit?
No,
That's the guy of the fucking.
That's
off-
Ben Carson.
No, that's off a Designated Survivor. That's
Is it
who
really?
becomes a president.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Trump just like passed some responsibilities down to him with like
Oh, I'm sure.
the executive order he signed or something.
I'm sure.
No, that's who becomes a president.
I've always found it interesting. It goes president, vice president, and speaker of the House. But like the speaker of the House is the only one in that line of command that I believe isn't a cabinet member. No, that's not true. Sorry. It goes speaker of the House, and then the fourth one is like Senate Majority Whip or something like that. But then it's pretty much all cabinet members. You get like this, like I'm pretty sure like the 12th guy is like the Secretary of Agriculture or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so it says the shooting was not actually on White House property, but pretty close, according to Trump. So as of right now, as of recording this, Trump's probably in a safe room.
Yeah, no, he's probably in a
Yeah.
bunker.
He's probably watching
They
MLBs
might not have
with
take-
his feet kicked
He
up.
might be listening to
just
us.
chilling.
They might not have taken him all the way to the bunker, but I mean, he's definitely in a secure location.
That's nuts.
I don't know.
Probably bang
Shooting that close
Melania.
to shooting that close to
I
the
mean,
White
he
House
might. How long ago was it?
2 hours ago.
I think before
Maybe.
I want to say it like
When it happened, he for sure went to the
Yeah, he
bunker.
probably
I want
went-
to say it was probably like around 5.
When it happened, he for sure went to the bunker.
Yeah, I would
bunker.
guess probably so. I mean, they're not taking any precaution, or they're not taking any. They're not taking precautions.
Well, I'm pretty.
with the president.
I could be wrong, but I think I just read is that there were shots fired, and then he went to give a briefing, and then during the briefing they told him they were going to evacuate it. So I wonder if it like developed, and I mean I don't really know.
Snipers are definitely sitting on the roof.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see them
Oh, yeah,
motherfuckers
without
when
a
you
doubt.
visit the White House. They're just up there.
That's so awesome. What
all
if your
the
job
time.
was 8 hours a day? You just go sit on top of the White
That'd be
House
a
with
pretty
a
goddamn good
with
shot.
50 cal, just ready to blow someone in peace.
It'd be cool for about
Oh,
30 minutes.
It'd be so exhausting, dude. Like that would be a mentally taxing
Because it's not
job.
like you can take take a nap. Like you have to be.
I feel like they should let you take a nap. Like you should have 4 dudes up there, and you should cycle through. Like one guy gets a
Oh, I
nap
gu-
the first 2 hours.
I guarantee they
The-
do that. Like
I mean,
they have to.
How do you hold mental focus for an 8-hour shift?
They're also military snipers.
mean,
that
I
did it
know.
for 24 hours at a time.
That's true.
I agree, Nick, but
I mean, I'm not. I'm just
I think
saying.
I think they should be up, or I think I like to imagine it's like an old Western movie, and they're on like a cattle drive, and they're all just up there like sitting on stumps playing cards, cooking like a pot of beans.
I think
Yeah,
what would
yeah.
Someone hopped the fence, and he's like,
I think what would suck is like we're talking like I said they're military snipers, but like odds are the military had, or if you're a sniper in the military, you probably get a little bit of action. Well, how much action do you get up there?
Dude,
doesn't
there's
fucking
none.
matter. You know how
There-
cool that would be?
they're literally just, I guarantee you, they're just like tigers in the zoo. Like, if a motherfucker was to ever jump over that fence, he's getting sprayed.
Like, you know, some kid climbs halfway up and he fucking locks the bolt. And he's like,
Do it, please, please. I've been so bored. Please do
He
it.
said, I've been waiting for a motherfucker to try me.
they got to be pretty like mentally like, I don't know, like if a 12-year-old hops over that and he's like running around, are they gonna dome him?
No. I mean,
No, they got groundmen for that.
I feel like there's probably like
There's
a
a-
chain of command,
yeah.
like, take the shot. Like, you know.
Well, they're not
That'd be
just
pretty
they're
quick,
not.
though.
I feel like they're not going to be able to take.
But
that thing.
I think if I go to the White House and I climb the fence on Pennsylvania
you're
Avenue
dead.
and I go on a dead sprint to the
You're
White
dead.
House,
You're definitely
I'm
dead.
catching one in the forehead.
Yeah, I do too. I think if you do that, there's absolutely no doubt about it.
They're probably double tapping your ass.
wouldn't have
What
to.
happened? My body's just in 6 pieces.
One knocked. Confirmed.
Holy
Team
fuck.
wipe.
Ground team go. Ground team go.
How weaponized do you think the White House is? You think the fountain
Incredibly.
just turns into a fucking
Incredibly.
missile, like a turret comes out of it?
I'm fully convinced there's pop-up turrets all over the White
There's
House.
gotta be.
I'm talking just mowing people down. Like,
and they're all like remote, like somebody's sitting inside.
Yeah.
And just,
that'd be
No,
awesome.
oh, without a doubt.
It's like
No, I'm
Millennium
not saying
Falcon.
they're
They're
no,
like,
but I'm thinking they're just like maybe like the turrets are, but like there's got to be some kind of a.
There's got to be someone that's fucking.
There's
got
to be an aerial thing though. That's
I
just off
agree.
of like pure. Like I mean, if you fly,
I'm not following you. A little.
I'm saying
bit.
like. Obviously, they're gonna know when something's coming close, like radar wise. So like that thing, they hit a button and then that comes up, and then that would be just off of like flying motion around. Like they could point it, know which direction it's coming, but like they're not gonna sit there and be able to hit a button.
I think it's awesome that we don't see it. We don't know what it is, but without a doubt, the most advanced weaponry that the U.S. has its hands on are probably installed into the White House. I mean, when I say most advanced weaponry, I mean for like probably direct conflict, like on the ground.
yeah.
Like I don't think we have an F-15 fighter jet that's going to take off out of the backyard or anything.
What
like
I
that.
wonder is if like the president he's got to be trained on some capacity, like how to run an assault rifle.
That's what I was thinking.
Or like a
if a
Mossberg pump. Like
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
gotta-
Like they got to teach him like basic stuff, right?
Yeah, they have to.
Like if it comes down to it, sir,
$300
you are gonna
AR.
you're gonna have to mow someone. First off, I don't care what party you are. Literally, if Bernie Sanders was president and was to grab an M15 and defend the White House against commies rushing it, no, he'd invite him in if they're commies. But if he was to defend the White House with that, I would vote for him forever. Doesn't matter what
That would be
he ran
so
for.
cool.
Like, you know how cool it would be on the world stage to say, yeah, my president picked up, a machine gun and defended the White House.
Be fucking.
Oh no,
yeah,
you're
fuck
right
with
though.
us.
They definitely have to have some kind of
Like, how
training.
cool would that be if CNN was to just cut to a siege on the White House and Donald's just up there mowing folks down? Oh, that'd be tight.
But you also know that like
he is manning a turret.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
for Donald Trump to get into a situation where he needs to pull out a gun and shoot someone in the White House is
Oh.
nuts because
Oh, the
everyone that even if a fucking clerical worker is probably like they got to be trained like, okay, at the end of the day you'll be
die.
okay, but we're gonna need you to take a bullet in the face for Donald Trump's left
Exactly.
toe. Like
Oh, I would do it.
he's not. Yeah,
I would die for the president. That's part of your duty as a citizen, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I mean, why would you not die for the president?
Do you think like the Oval
I'd probably
Office-
die for Barack Obama just because it's the president.
Oh yeah, I think the chair
Like, imagine the
They sit
funeral
in.
you'll get.
has like a little button and then the floor drops out and they just slide down a tube.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. In the Batmobile.
The Donmobile. What kind of funeral you think you get if something like that happens and a civilian takes a bullet for the president?
Family, friends.
Oh, it's good, Nick. But in all seriousness, pre-COVID, like,
I want a Viking funeral.
you want a Viking funeral? Fuck that. I want to be buried in Arlington Cemetery next to like the president's. I want to be there.
I don't think you get
Derek,
that.
you are literally like.
A civilian takes a bottle or a bullet for the president?
I'm gonna be
Come on.
buried right next
How many
to Chris
people?
Kyle.
How many other people die though? Are we talking like?
Next to Chris Kyle.
I'm
Right
talking
next to
like
Chris Kyle.
Is it like 100 people die and the president doesn't die?
I'm talking like
Or is it
no,
just
no, no.
you
No,
and
no, no.
him? by
Assassination.
yourself?
You run.
Here's-
jump in front of the
Yeah,
bullet.
yeah, no,
Okay.
no. That's what I'm
Dead.
saying. Here's the situation: like you're
Put me
out,
next to
you're
Bush.
out in public, and like the Secret Service misses the gunman, and like you jump in front of Donald. Where one take the bullet. The Secret Service has now identified the guy. They knock the guy out. You're the only one dead in the situation, and
Put me next to President Bush.
you just save the president's life.
I'm next to Chris Kyle. That's who I want.
I think you're lying down next to George H. Like I think you are.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna put it in my
I don't
will
think so.
just in case it ever happens.
Kyle, you have to get a bitchin' good funeral for that. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
no, I think your funeral is like you get top fucking
I mean, the
government
pre-
funeral,
the-
but
the
where you get
president's-
buried,
the
I want to
pre-
be right in between Martha and George.
Wow. That's probably true. But
I have to cut the fucking like whole building down to do that.
But I like the president is giving your eulogy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
definitely.
like the guy you just say will give you a eulogy.
frankly, he's dead
Frankly,
in front of me.
Never met the guy. One of the best I know, and I know a lot about good guys. I'm one of them.
Donald Trump, you'd be like, honestly, I don't know why I did it. I could have took the bullet, it'd been fine. Like you motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know.
He'd probably call you a patriot 52 times in the
Oh,
course
yeah.
of the speech. A real American hero.
It's only a 15-minute speech.
He's from Hoyt, Kansas, one of the best small developing towns in America. I've been there, actually. Some say I'm the biggest fan of Hoyt. The Panthers, I believe. Go Panthers.
we're in talks with his grandfather to put a big, beautiful Trump building.
Yeah. He's a monster, but I love him. Have you seen the president, the fucking, I don't know what it's called. I think they call it the Beast.
Yeah, the Cadillac that weighs like 28,000 pounds.
I've read
that is the most incredible vehicle ever.
Stats on that thing.
It's breathtaking.
Fucking insane.
It's designed for an apocalypse.
Literally, you could hit that thing with like an RPG and it's gonna wear it decent.
The gas tank is like foam lined. That's like fire retardant, and there's like a 3-inch steel plate. That
You
runs
used a not PC word.
What?
Just kidding.
Oh, no, there's like a 3-inch steel plate that runs the bottom of the car, and the tires are designed to drive like 150 miles after they've all been popped.
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
And in the trunk is like a whole bunch of shit and blood samples from every first party members, whatever. So they can give them like a blood transfusion on the fly.
So what happens after the 150? The guy that's following him just gonna follow the sparks. I mean, that's pretty.
You know what the crazy.
Hopefully they run out of gas first.
You know what the crazy thing is they don't have like completely accurate stats on it because the vehicle is that highly classified. It is somewhere in the range of 15 to 20,000 pounds.
And it's a Cadillac like on the outside, but it has like a semi truck engine in it.
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
The car has 5-inch thick glass. The glass is this fucking thick.
And the only window that rolls down is the driver's one. It only rolls down like 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And in the sides of all the doors, there's like shotguns and tear gas grenades that can shoot out the front of the car. Dude, it's like a fully souped up GTA car.
Yeah. God, this is so
you had to do all
awesome.
the cheat codes to fucking get it.
And
sweet.
it
They should
literally
put it in a
looks
game.
cool.
That'd be cool.
It'd be
I'd drive
fucking
it.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
nuts.
we would all drive it.
GM was
Be
awarded
pissed when
3
I roll.
contracts for the new limousine. Each car is expected to cost between $1 and $1.5 million.
Pretty sure it can only go like 60 mile an hour because it's so heavy.
My God. By 2016, GM had been paid $15,800,000 just for the car.
How in the fuck did the government buy them out in 08?
I don't know, Nick. My God, this is an incredible thing to read about. You guys should do this later.
Speaking of not, like, you can't get all the information on it because it's like classified.
Mhm.
Did you know? I learned this today actually, that there is no accurate map of China.
Well, it's probably because they think they own everything in the fucking Pacific.
The satellites that like map the world
Mm-hmm.
are set up to where each coordinate is skewed by like 500 meters in a random direction, and it's like randomized all the time. So like you can't ever get an accurate map of China, and it's actually illegal to map China. They will like fucking arrest you. They only give like 14 companies.
Try me, motherfucker.
They only give like 14 companies permission to map their country, and they're all 14 companies, and they're all like Chinese companies.
Yeah, naturally.
Like even Google Maps, if you can like Google pictures of it, and there's like a bridge, like if there's like a border of China or whatever, the fucking pictures are like off, like the road doesn't line up and shit because it's all so you can't.
I gotta tell you, I really fucking hate China. I just do. Okay. I mean, what a terrible government.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm not Chinese.
I always picture every single Chinaman as just like 5'4" and 120 pounds.
That's a stereotype.
Yeah, that is a stereotype, and I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't really talk about that as much as just like the whole country, like it's government, like just a bad. Like people hate on Vladimir Putin because he's basically made himself dictator for life. President, I don't know how you say it, Xi, whatever. He's way worse.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Putin's.
I mean, not that Putin's a good character.
I don't know a lot about Vladimir Putin. I'm not gonna lie, but
I gotta tell you, some of their
kinda
states
makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, some of their state-run media where they just put out pictures of him like on horses, shirtless and shit. I think that's the funniest stuff ever.
He's like a god.
Yeah, no, he is. I mean, over there. Well, like, and I mean, their elections are shit because he wins everyone with like 78% of the vote. Like, that doesn't happen anywhere.
No, yeah. And what's he gonna be president until like 2040
something like
38 or something like that?
He's been president.
30
He's
something.
effectively been president since like the 80s or 90s. But then he took like a short stint where he was like second in command and put his dude in command for a little bit.
It's a puppet show.
Just so he could like fall.
Didn't he took command like after all the like.
Well, he's a former SS officer.
Yeah,
whatever.
but like
Yeah.
he took command like you said, the early or late 80s, early 90s when
Something like that.
all the I know the Cold War and all that, but like when it
Yeah.
like died pretty much, like when it was.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't long after Reagan and Gorbachev got that shit all squared away.
Yeah. Like I feel like he was next.
I mean, I someone said it. I don't remember who it was, but I feel like not like in the sense of there's an imminent nuclear war, like not like that at all. But like America and the China isn't like a new Cold War where like we're hospitable, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely are going at each other behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Oh, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
We did you hear that BBC aired a clip where they didn't censor somebody saying the N-word?
No. When was that?
This was also I did a little this article is from it's today.
Real quick before we go
Yeah,
on,
today.
he was prime minister from 99 to 2000, president from 99 to 08, and then you can only be president for so long. So he went back to being prime minister for 4 years and then back to president from 12 until, now. So, yeah, I mean, he's pretty much been running Russia for 2 decades. Go ahead.
Well, it just says that the BBC has apologized for airing an uncensored racial slur in a news segment after initially defending the use of the word in a report broadcast last month. Defending the use.
What was it? Was it a clip of something, or was it like a guy
yeah.
on his broadcast?
I
or-
assume it's not like a BBC reporter,
Yeah, you wouldn't think he's just like,
but
It
it says social affairs correspondent. Social affairs correspondent Fiona Lambden used the N-word in a segment on an
God.
apparently racially aggravated assault in the city of Bristol. So I'm assuming she was like citing something
Yeah.
and said it, but you still can't say it.
So like,
You know what I mean?
she was like, and someone called him a,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
beat him up or something like that.
Sparking more than 18,600 complaints from viers.
Dear
Well, I would
God.
imagine so.
That's you can't just be going around saying shit like
Hey,
that.
Johnny, I'll be in after the news. And he called him, Johnny, go to bed.
No shit. That's the use of the
Imagine that
N-word.
you're just sitting down to watch. You're just sitting down to watch the BBC, and next thing you know, you have to cover your 8-year-old's ears, like the most simple, nicest news network, and just the N-words flying. Next thing you know.
On Sunday, a black correspondent for BBC told his 1.9 million Twitter followers that BBC didn't allow him to use the N-word in an article when quoting an African American, but a white person was allowed to say it on
Oh.
TV because it was editorially justified. That's what he tweeted.
Okay,
Let's not
I'm-
do this with that,
I'm
okay?
not-
She didn't fucking mean to put it on
I was
there.
gonna say I'm not buying that because when she was reporting, it's not like it was ran past an editor that she's gonna say this. That just came out of her mouth, and then everyone probably at the network probably looked at themselves and were like, "Oh, fuck."
He was like, "Did you beep that?" And he's like, "No, I was taking a bite of my sandwich." We're fucked now. So
Yeah. The audio guy's like, "Well, time to send in some resumes."
yeah, that's not like one of those things that you miss.
No.
Was it like a live report?
I don't know.
And
It had
this
to have
is
been.
why we have tape delay.
No shit.
Actually, I don't think it was. I think it was. I think from what I'm reading that it was like they decided it was okay because
leave
of
it
the
in?
context for her to say it.
Oh, no.
They decided it was okay for her to say it because she was saying that they said this, basically.
Yeah, because it says editorially justified.
Now, is that the guy complaining, or is they saying that this was editorially justified?
That's the guy complaining
Oh.
that also works at BBC saying that it was editorially justified.
yeah, but he might have a bone to pick.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what I'm saying is I don't think that she just said it. I think it was premeditated.
That's really
Well,
ballsy.
then that's really
especially-
sad.
That's what I'm saying. It's ballsy.
I was
Especially
gonna say, why would
the
you
way
even risk?
today is.
I was gonna say,
In this world?
with the current climate, why would you risk that? Even if you think it is justified, it's not worth the risk.
I mean,
That's career shattering.
and there's no way that it like elevated the story.
No, exactly. I mean, how hard is it to say they used the N word,
Or
Yeah.
just say a
A
racial
racial
expletive.
Yeah.
a racial slur? Yeah. I mean, everyone's gonna
Christ.
figure out what
Yeah.
the word was.
Or they don't really care. I mean, it already was a racial slur, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm rolling the dice on
Yeah,
that
I'm probably
one.
not gonna throw the old Annie out there. You know what I'm saying? That's no good.
Absolutely not. That's like you said, that's career shattering.
I mean, that's career
for anyone,
shattering.
especially a fucking news reporter.
Yeah, hell no.
Good luck getting a
It's
job
like, okay,
somewhere
maybe I
else.
can go get data entry somewhere if I accidentally let that fly at the water cooler, but this is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, that's
Let that fly at the water cooler.
The old British Broadcasting Corporation. They really screwed up, turns out.
Isn't that crazy to just have state-run media and everyone's just cool with it?
Yeah.
That would so not fly in America.
No.
No.
You can't just...
Like
America News.
Yeah.
I'd watch it, though.
That'd be like Trump being like, "We're starting MAGA channel."
Yeah. Ooh. Do it. What's that Twitter?
He still has a second term, possibly.
I gotta tell you, if there's one thing I would have to protest Donnie on, it'd be state-run media.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
kinda
like-
horse
I don't
shit.
like that on either side. That's pretty shit.
What's the hell? What's the oh, I blanked. What was I?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the big. There was a big stink about that. There's a new news thing.
Stink.
Jesus Christ!
Sounds
There's
like my 58-year-old
He
father.
is turning into Joe. Looks like.
There's a new news deal, and Mike Van Gundy wore it on his shirt.
Oh,
What's that called?
you talking about the
America-
like right wing news?
Yeah, what is it called?
I don't know. They're pretty far, dude.
No, yeah, I remember listening to it. But
Yeah.
Why would you name your news company the BBC though?
British.
British Broadcasting Company.
Did I ever tell you that story?
It's
about
been around for like because that was before porn.
I had a teacher, and I'm not going to disclose. It was a teacher, and we're like, "Hey, what's a BBC stand for?" And she's like, a British broad." I was like, "No fucking way." I don't know if she knows what that means, but
Do you fuck, what was I gonna say? I totally forgot. Well, come back to me if it comes back up.
jail. Can't remember anything. I don't know what
Can
it's
we?
called.
That's one thing that's been irritating the shit out of me. The double standards between what Joe Biden gets to say and what if Donald said would absolutely bring articles of impeachment blows my mind.
Oh, easily.
The thing where did you see the recent one? As opposed to the African American community, the Latino community is actually quite diverse. It's like, oh, so you think all black people are the same, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant. That's exactly what you fucking said.
Did you see the big thing today was they saw him riding a bike.
Yeah.
So now, like, all the news reporters, because Trump's been claiming he's not suited to run for office or whatever.
I could
And
ride a bike
he's
when I was
not.
7.
Yeah. And they were like, well, look at Joe just riding a bike. He's not wearing a helmet, but he's definitely wearing a mask. Like, okay.
Like, how low is the bar? You know what I mean?
I was talking to somebody who was
Joe doesn't dribble oatmeal down his face. They're impressed.
yeah. Oh, he didn't spill any juice this morning, so he's fine.
He was out of bed by 8:30.
There's an actual.
They took
chance
away
that-
his training wheels.
There's an actual chance he wins the.
Oh, I
election.
still think he's it has tightened down. I will give it, but I'd
once
probably
he
give him the
starts
edge
talking
still.
in front of people, he's fucked.
I know, but
I'm so excited for
people
these
are still
debates.
so fucking stupid.
Yeah, you thought last year's debates were funny?
Oh,
These are
hell
gonna be amazing.
no.
Donald
gonna
Trump's
s-
gonna be like, "What is 2 + 2?" He's gonna be like,
Mm.
"Well, the black community."
It's like I was the Barack's VP.
It's like, no, Joe, it's 4.
I saw I was talking to somebody who's like more left stance than me, and they were arguing about, I was just making fun of Joe Biden.
Pretty
Not really
easy
in
to
like
do.
a political way, just like I would make fun of him
I was
if he
gonna
was
say
anybody.
It doesn't have to be political, Joe. He's that incoherent.
And they were like, yeah, like he has, he says a lot of weird stuff or whatever, but they're like, he had like X amount of like brain surgeries or whatever. And I was like, that's not are you trying to justify the
Yeah.
fact that he's more suitable for office? It doesn't matter how his brain got that way. It's that way now. You're not like, well, and I was like, no.
It's like, well, that guy got turned into a vegetable, so it's totally cool if he's a vegetable and he's a president.
Definitely not helping the case
Yeah.
by saying that.
I don't give a fuck if he got kicked in the head by a steer. Like, he's still fucking, you heard what comes out of his mouth.
Like, the equivalent of that would be like a basketball player loses his leg and he's now one-legged in an accident. They're like, well, we should let him play anyway because he lost his leg in an accident. It's like, well, he can't jump.
No, yeah, he doesn't. Poor little tink tink. Yeah, I don't. Joe Biden's. I always go back to the same clip of about his leg hair.
He literally rubbing my leg.
It's my absolute
I was
favorite
at the
Joe
pool
Biden.
and I got a lot of leg hair. The kids used to like to rub it because it was blonde. It's like, what the fuck, Joe?
The whole time I'm like, this is fake. There's no way this is
I know.
real.
Sometimes I think it's parody when he talks. Have you heard the one where he talks about corn pop or whatever? Always got a fight with corn pop. Oh my god.
No.
Oh,
Actually, I
you
haven't heard
got
that one.
Oh, we'll look it up. Oh, it is so incredible. He's like, yeah, went down to the parking lot. trying to fight this guy named Corn Pop. I swear to God, dude. It is so good.
Have you heard the one where like he's walking somewhere and some guys ask him, says like "hey" like 3 times to try and get a quote from him, and he just turns around and he goes, you know what I'm about to say? Yeah. He turns around and he goes, hey. He's like, calm down, dude. And we're like, what the fuck?
He just starts verbally berating this guy.
Just yelling at him.
Hey, wait a minute. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Is his go-to.
Dude, I don't know why he gets away with that. Like, he gets to just look at people like they asked a crazy question when they did, and he gets to just go, come on, man, and it's cool. Like, it's
Coach
like,
Lott
no,
should
that's
be
a
his-
good question.
It's like he's just watching Monday Night Football preview just on repeat every day. So he just comes out. He's like, "Come on, man."
yeah.
Coach Lott should be his vice president. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Get this country in order.
Just don't.
Just don't.
It's like Joe Biden pops up. He's like, "Come on, man." Coach Lott comes out from the side. Just don't.
Biden Lot 2020. Come on, man. Just don't.
Come on, man.
That's their slogan.
Great slogan. Yeah, that's funny. What time are we at? We're pushing an hour, aren't we?
Probably about an hour, yeah. We can wrap it up here shortly if you'd like.
I was just curious.
If you'd like. I guess we probably should keep it under. I feel like the viewership likes the shorter episodes,
I do too.
which I don't disagree with. We got a lot of views on our controversial episodes, Devin.
Yeah, it's because it got posted on people's recommended.
Really?
Did you not see
Oh,
that?
that
Yeah,
one
see the
YouTube
comments he
comment,
goes
yeah.
in?
Yes.
Well, I saw my recommended. Well, the title of it was "Hitler is a really bad man," and I put "not suitable for work."
Oh my God! You think we got to put more aggressive titling to get the algorithm getting us in people's recommended?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What do we do this week?
Joe Biden is a really great man. Not. And it'll be like the Joe Biden will, like they'll see the Joe Biden is great, and then they'll boom straight to the top.
Oh, bingo!
Bingo.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
If we get like 3 million views on this podcast, then we know that YouTube's way left wing.
Yes.
How much would we make if we got 3 million views?
Well,
It's a subscriber.
we want it from the YouTube paying
Yeah.
us probably nothing. Well, probably not a lot. It depends on how long we got views.
I see.
Because if
How
we
long
got
they're
3
on the
million
webs-
views, then we would destroy the fucking like amount needed, and then we would start putting ads on our videos. So then we would get some money, but more likely if we get 3 million views, we're probably going to be on like Ellen. Well, not Ellen because she hates her people that work there, according to the news.
But we could like hit some podcasts or shit.
Oh yeah, if we got 3, we'd be viral. I mean, we'd be on something.
That'd be sweet.
JRE, we want to come on.
Oh, dude, that'd be sweet,
Bro, JRE, you ever had a 4-man crew on? Because we are in.
I'm in.
Honestly, if Joe Rogan invited me on his podcast, I don't give a shit. I'll pay the airfare and all that without a doubt. You know what that would do for our podcast?
Yeah.
we would get
what would do for your life?
we'd get like 100,000 hits tomorrow.
I would quit my job immediately.
I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
If Joe Rogan just invited you on your podcast, you'd be like, yeah, I'm done.
Text my dad. Hey, what up? I'm done. Bye.
That's like the Wolf of Wall Street thing where he's like, how much money you make last month? 72,000. He says, shut the fuck up, get out of here. No, I made 72,000. You show me a pay stub for 72,000. I quit my job right now. I come work for you.
Yep. And does it.
Hey Donnie, we know what's up. Yeah, I quit.
That's a good movie.
Oh, that is a good movie.
Might
God,
watch
Margot
that.
Robbie.
Top
Jesus
2, man.
Christ.
Top 2 for me.
Is Margot Robbie in that movie
The top 2 movie for you? Really?
of all time?
Definitely.
That's a Zach
God,
movie.
That
I
is a
like it.
Zach movie.
Dude, I
but-
like that
love that
movie.
movie.
Oh, I do love it too. But is Margot Robbie in that movie? Is that the hottest female character of all time?
I don't know. Well, like,
In that movie.
do I have to apply retrospect, or like, can I think about it at the time? Because Transformers 1, Megan Fox.
Yes.
It's not harder than Margot Robbie.
Yeah, but I was
That's-
like 10. I was
That's
like,
true.
oh my god.
The age would be
That's
solid.
true.
what I'm saying.
That is true. But no, you're looking at it from now.
As to date, yeah, probably.
Or Lila Garrity.
Lila never really did it for me.
Lila did it for me.
Lila's hot.
Like she was like, yeah, she's hot, but it's not like, god damn, she is fine.
Lila's like, I would cut off my right toe to look at your back.
Back? I'm sure you can.
You could probably Google a picture of her.
Scroll through some episodes, you'll probably find a shot.
I meant like in person. I didn't mean literally, guys.
You're gonna lose your right toe to look at some scapula.
I bet she has a banging scapula.
her third vertebrae.
You see that L7? That shit's hot.
Yeah, Margot Robbie's probably up there.
Yeah, I would have to say.
Her like Jane Lynch.
Her what?
Her Jane Lynch.
I can't picture Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
Who's Jane Lynch?
You know who Jane Lynch is?
I definitely.
You ever watch
do.
Criminal Minds?
No. Yes.
It's Spencer Reed's mom.
Really? That's her name?
Is this like a joke?
She's really ugly, dude. It's like me suggesting Willem Dafoe be the most handsome man in America, which is the Green Goblin. That dude is so ugly. Like, he's reverse engineered to be beautiful.
Who's the ugliest successful actor of all time?
It's got to be Steve Buscemi.
I think I know who that is. And
He's on Grown Ups, the guy who gets casted in a field goal position.
yeah. Okay, that's not who I was
He's like
thinking,
the
but that is a
motherfucker.
really good. He's so fucking hideous that it's incredible.
Yeah, his like most known thing of being an actor is his face when he's dead. Like, he has a good dying face. You know how fucking ugly you have to be? Just be like, looks good dead.
Seth Rogen's pretty ugly.
He is. He is.
Seth
pretty
Rogen's,
ugly.
but he's not ugly in a picture. He's ugly when he moves.
I don't know what kind of racist ass search results this is, but I googled ugly actors and it just gave me a bunch of people from India.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding. Look at this.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Oh, there's a movie called Ugly, and it's like a Bollywood movie.
Yes, what is that? The dude off Men in Black. What's that guy's name?
This guy?
Yeah.
This is Steve Buscemi.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve is up there.
I was thinking of the dude off Benchwarmers.
I'm thinking of a guy,
Not
but God, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Wait, were you thinking of him?
No.
The dude off Benchwarmers?
The dude with the hot daughters. In Grown Ups, the dude with the hot daughters. Grown Ups 2.
Oh, the one who played
Rob Schneider?
the one off Princess Bride who
Mm-mm.
played the big dude.
Mm-mm.
What?
God, what is he? He's got
Are you
curly
talking about the
hair.
same actor?
Are you talking about the same actor?
No.
No,
Are you talking about Andre the Giant?
Yes, Andre the Giant. But I
He's
mean, he's
dead.
not. He's not an actor. He's a wrestler who just played an actor.
They had to get him a 4-wheeler to drive around.
I will say, Kyle, you are right. Every time, every other picture of ugly actors, he pops up.
Look at him.
I mean, he looks like hell.
There's nothing about him that's
He's got
attractive.
that little snaggle tooth hanging out of his mouth.
What are you talking
What,
about?
it's the dude with the 2 hot daughters, and then he has one ugly one on Grown Ups.
It's fucking Rob Schneider. The short guy
Oh,
with
Gary-
the toupee, married the old lady.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Rob Schneider.
Gary Busey's pretty fugly.
Oh, my name's Gary Busey. Gary Busey is ugly.
Back to hot actors. You know who I think's hot?
Keith Urban.
What? Ew.
He just popped up.
Oh, where'd that come from?
I don't know if you guys watch NCIS, but Ziva.
Yes. Yes.
Let me see a pic of her, Kyle.
Here, I'll pull you one up.
You know who I think's hot off The Office? Karen, the girl of Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
She's
She's
not
like
that hot.
weirdly hot.
She's
to me.
kind of two by 4 for me.
She's one of those people that like I feel like I'm not in the majority opinion when I say she's hot. That's why I mentioned it.
That's because she's not that hot.
Yeah, I know, but it's just some of the dude, JJ from Criminal Minds, beautiful. But her in real life, she's not. But
Oh
like
my
when she
God.
plays a badass FBI agent,
Damn, Nick, you're right. Ziva is
100%.
hot
Let me
as
see.
fuck.
let me see her. I don't know who it is. I don't watch NCIS.
She kind of looks like a boy.
Well, keep scrolling. She looks good.
Yeah, she does.
Take my word for it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Her name is what in real life? Cota de Pablo. She's exotic.
Yep, she's pretty hot. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yep.
That was a little bit of the inside our brains on who's ugly and who's not. Obviously, I'm the best looking one on the podcast. So
You look like Jill.
You look exactly like your mother
just,
right now.
just waiting to get roasted.
Not that your mother's not a lovely lady, but God, you don't want to look like your mother when you're 21 years of age as a male.
Because I got spectacles on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, we're gonna end this podcast.
All right. It's
Sounds-
been real. It's been fun. It ain't been real fun.
Ooh.
JK.
Well, what is that?
That's a pretty looking lady is what it is.
Pretty looking lady. Well, this has been what episode?
Episode 9.
Episode 9 of the SOH, or otherwise known as Sprinkle of Hope, as our street name. Hopefully, we don't get shot after we get this recording
Street
done.
name? What is this? Some kind of fucking narcotic?
Yes, we are a narcotic.
We're so fucking ill as a drug.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well,
We'll be back
Sprinkle of
next
Hope
week.
signing off.
See ya.
Deuces.
Out.